seeing is believing. In today's post-literate society, that is truer than ever. Mass communications today increasingly is with visuals through computer, television, billboards, movies, and mailings. Now we can bring the power of visuals to worship also. With a large sanctuary screen, worship gains an added dimension as we proclaim the gospel through sight as well as sound. Visuals spark the imagination and enlighten the uninformed. They help us to sense and see the divine. Imagine, for instance, the gospel reading for the fourth Sunday in Lent, the story of Jesus healing the blind man. For 41 verses, we hear the story of Jesus putting mud on the man's eyes, of family and Pharisees arguing, of Jesus promising sight to the blind and blindness to those who do see. For the congregation, standing during this 41-verse reading can seem an eternity, but images make the story come alive. The church once believed that ardently. More than 500 years ago, paintings, stained glass windows, statues, and icons were the way pre-literate people learned the Bible and honored their saints and their saints' opponents. As the Reformation promoted reading, the church gave less support to the Da Vinci's and Michelangelos who had so enriched the faith. Today's post-literate global church again embraces multi-sensory communications. Young people especially demand more mental stimulation in their communications. Pulpit and screen together offer a type of dialogue sermon in which visuals reinforce the spoken word. Imagine preaching on Jesus' words on humility from Luke 14. Do not sit down in a place of honor, lest a more eminent person be invited. Everyone who exalts himself will be humbled. The screen can hold attention. The screen can also silently guide the eye to the ambo or table. When exploring any subject, from faith to finances, our worship becomes more exciting through the use of images because our senses are more engaged. Hymns and liturgy especially are improved when heads are raised from their books, voices are unified, and the confusion of shuffling between pages is eliminated. Confessions and prayers can be crafted for the theme of each Sunday. This keeps worship fresh, with the flow of the liturgy intact. Music can be visual, with seasonal colors and pictures. With the screen, local ministries can be seen in action through photos or videos. Instead of merely referring to a movie in the sermon, the preacher can show a movie clip.
I once was blind, but now I see. Didn't I write that too?
Yes, you did.
Well, now at last it's true. Now go, Willa, go. We've lots of work to do, you and I.
From the birds of the air and the lilies of the field that Jesus celebrated, to the Wedgwood plate commissioned by this same John Newton and William Wilberforce to prompt discussion on slavery, the Word of God has always been more than words.
I'm Pastor Paul Hagley of Ascension Lutheran Church in Louisville, Kentucky.
And I'm Ben Lane, Manager of Factory Information Systems and Learning for General Electric here in Louisville. We'd like to help you demystify computers and projectors in worship. You may never have the computer savvy of a 14-year-old, but we can learn to think visually as we proclaim the gospel.
We would like the opportunity to give pastors and lay leaders the tools for expanding their proclamation of the gospel with visuals. When planning your synod assemblies, pastor retreats, and conference meetings, think of us. Remember, seeing is believing.
Breaks the bow and shatters the spear, and makes all wars to cease. A river makes glad the city of God. It streams water and wash. Be still. Exalt the Lord among all lands, exalt throughout the earth. A river makes glad the city of God. It streams water and wash. Be still and know that I am God, a calming help for every fear, a voice that melts the earth. A river makes glad the city of God. It streams